What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're back here today with another Madden 24 rebuild. The NFL regular season is right around the corner, as today we're going to be doing the Los Angeles Rams. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. Of course, with the regular season right around the corner, I have a football podcast. Link to that channel is down in the description below with three of my real life friends. If you want to go check that out and hear me talk football outside of just Madden, that would be amazing to go show, or for you guys to go show support over there. But talking about the Los Angeles Rams, man, the Los Angeles Rams are a team I just don't know what to expect out of this season, because yeah, they have a couple really shiny pieces, but other than that, there's a lot not to like here, I feel like. So Cooper Kupp, of course, is an absolute stud. He did get injured last year. I don't really know what to expect out of Stafford. The backup is Stanson Bennett. He's a 62 overall, so I really don't know if it's really realistic for us to expect anything out of him if we moved on from Stafford. We have Van Jefferson and then Robinson, Demarcus Robinson, who I wasn't even aware was on the Rams. And they got No Boom. I don't even know how to say that last name. Allen, Shelton, Havenstein, Tyler Higbee. And on the defense side of football, of course, you still have Aaron Donald. But after that, if you really look at it, it's kind of rough. So to be honest with you, I'm not expecting too much this season. I feel like we're going to be a really bad team. And then I think when that happens, I think it's time to just move on from Kupp and Aaron Donald and just blow this thing up. I know Aaron Donald would probably retire before the Rams even had the opportunity to trade him maybe, but I just don't really see where this is going, really. I think it's time to just blow it up. I won't do it this season, but in the offseason, if we're like really bad, I mean, unless we make the playoffs this year somehow, then maybe I really need to reconsider things, but I don't expect that. I expect to be really bad this season, so I'll probably see you guys in the offseason, or I'm gonna, obviously show how we did. But if we are bad, I think it's time we just blow it up. So at the end of the season, rightfully so, we finish up at 5-12. I don't know if the Rams will be that bad, but I don't expect too much. I could see a ceiling of like 8, maybe 9 wins if they're lucky. The roster around Stafford and Kupp and Donald just isn't all that great. Now, obviously, they got their Super Bowl, so like I'm not blaming them for the direction they went in by like trading a bunch of draft picks, because they got what they wanted out of it. We'll go take a look at the stats here in a second as well, but we'll also see who wins the Super Bowl. But yeah, they got what they wanted out of it when they went in on Odell, Jalen Ramsey, Von Miller. Like, it worked out for them, but of course, there's always the aftermath when you have little to no assets to try to upgrade your roster. So they're just in a tough spot right now, which is, was expected once you have something like that happen. Obviously you lose all your assets, but hey, you got the Super Bowl. That's all that matters, right? So offensively, 22nd in the NFL, so not the worst in the league by any means. I mean, with Kupp, you could expect to be a mid-tier offense, and the defense actually wasn't too bad either. Of course, you have Aaron Donald. Now, Stafford actually played pretty good. Cam Akers had 12 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. So Cam Akers still a young running back. Cooper Kupp, 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns. I do want him in fantasy really badly, but outside of Cooper Kupp, there's really no one on the Rams that I really want in fantasy. And Aaron Donald, 18 sacks. And then Byron Young had 6.5, and then 5 interceptions from John Johnson. So yeah, we're basically going to be going a full-on youth movement here in Los Angeles, I think. We'll have to see what contracts are looking like, who needs to be brought back or whatever. But I think we're going to try to move on from Stafford, which it was talked about that the Rams try to trade him anyway. And then we will most likely move on from Cooper Kupp as well. And if Aaron Donald is still here and he hasn't like retired, we'll probably trade him as well. So we're going to literally just full on blow this baby up. That's kind of what I want to do when I went into this rebuild. I didn't expect much in year one, and it went about as I expected. So let's go ahead and see who needs to be brought back first before we do anything. So if we take a look at the negotiation stage, we have Cam Akers, 25 still, 84 overall. John Johnson actually went up to superstar development, 28. I think I wouldn't mind bringing him back as like a veteran presence. He's still only 28. Fuller, 26. Van Jefferson, Higbee, Robinson, Witherspoon. So basically, honestly, outside of Cam Akers, John Johnson, and maybe Van Jefferson, I think I'm okay with moving on from the rest of everybody else. So let's start with Cam Akers. We're going to bring him back. Still a really solid running back. He is going to say he wants to play for a new team next year. I didn't offer him too much money. $16 million for a franchise tag on Cam Akers. He did have 1,000 yards. I don't know. I'll just try to resign him in free agency. I feel like it wouldn't be too hard to get him back. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully that doesn't age poorly what I just said. But we'll bring back John Johnson to be a veteran presence on the team, even though he's still only like 28, as I said. And since we're trading Cooper Kupp away, let's try to, keep like Van Jefferson. I'll give him like a 1-year deal. I don't want to be committed to him long term, but I think a 1-year deal is more than fair. So he is going to be back. Higbee, do I bring back Higbee as well? What is he? 31? No, I think we're moving on. So Cam Akers is the only guy I'll be looking at in free agency. But of course, as I already said, the next steps is we're probably going to go ahead and trade Cooper Kupp and get out of Stafford's contract. I don't even know what it looks like at this point, so I'll have to go take a look at that. So unfortunately, as of right now, there's no out on Matthew Stafford's contract, which is fine. It's not the biggest deal in the world. Unfortunately, you just aren't going to have, that money to use. But Aaron Donald is here. Cooper Kupp has 3 years left on his deal. I think it makes all the sense in the world to trade him away. Joseph Noteboom, we could save $10 million by cutting him away. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that to start things off. He's 72 overall, 29 already. I mean, he's obviously not going to go up in overall too much more. So we're going to go ahead and release Joseph Noteboom. And then, so Stafford's going to have to stay. And if he's a quarterback this year, that's fine. We'll have to see if we can find a quarterback in the draft. But I think we go ahead and trade Aaron Donald and Cooper Kupp away here. So we're going to be sending Cooper Kupp over to the Houston Texans for Tank Dell and a first-round pick in this draft. I tried to get a second-round pick out of them as well, but they weren't really budging. So unfortunately, we have to settle on Tank Dell in a first. And if you really looked around the league when it came to Cooper Kupp trying to trade him, there wasn't a ton of teams interested in him. There literally was no green interest in him, which I thought was kind of surprising, but I guess he is on the wrong side of 30. But hey, we got a first-round pick, Tank Dell out of Cooper Kupp. I still feel pretty decent about that return. And I'm sending Aaron Donald over to the Minnesota Vikings. We're getting Lewis Cine out of the trade and a first and a second. So we're getting a young safety out of the trade plus a first and a second. So we get a 2 firsts from, this is what we netted out of Aaron Donald and Cooper Kupp. We got 2 firsts, a second, and 2 young players with Lewis Cine and also, of course, Tank Dell. So if we go take a look at our lineup now that those 2 things have been done. Right now, Stafford is still the quarterback currently. Obviously, we could just start Stinson Bennett and see what happens there, but now we have Van Jefferson and Tank Dell. It's pretty ugly. This team does not look very good whatsoever. At least we have a star, young guard, which is great. I don't know how old he is. It's Steve. He's 24 years old, so that's not bad. That's a great start to the offensive line. Rob Havenstein is the veteran, of course, and then the rest still needs work. And on the defense side of the football, we have, Ernest Jones, who went up to star development, which is great. John Johnson, one of them is going to have to move to strong safety, but I'm glad we were able to bring in Lewis Cine to the team, but we'll move that around here in just a second. And now it's time to hit free agency and sign as many young upside players as we possibly can and then go to the draft. But first is free agency. So we have 5 offers here in free agency on some guys we're trying to talk to. So of course, Cam Akers, we got Jordan Brooks, so I'm trying to make an offer on, Mecole Hardman, Bryce Hall, and Jonah Williams. So let's see if we can get all 5. If we don't get Jordan Brooks, it's not going to be the worst feeling in the world. I'm just trying to get as many young players as I possibly can. So we get Cam Akers, Mecole Hardman. Another guy that I wanted to try to get was to improve the offensive line, and he is gone. So that, unfortunately, was not going to happen ever, I guess. We still have... Oh, Mekhi Becton was here. I didn't even notice that. That would have been awesome. I don't know why I didn't look at that. Whatever. Left in, let's just keep looking. Again, I'm just looking for many young players as I possibly can in this draft, or in this free agency class, I should say. Yannick Ngakoue. We have Cleveland Farrell. I'm trying to look around like 25, 26 is kind of what I'm looking for. Josh Allen. We could also sign AJ Espinoza, I think is how you say it. But honestly, we might go for him. Only 25 years old. He has no offers right now. He's going to be relatively cheap. We literally have nobody there right now anyway. So let's give him an offer. Let's see what he can do this season as a starter. And D-tackle, I don't think there was any good options here for me personally. We're definitely not going to be a playoff team next year. So there's like no rush by any means. Clowney doesn't make any sense here. Gathered. We have Tyus Bowser, but yeah, I'm not really seeing anything there. That makes sense. We try to get Jordan Brooks. That did not work out. We do have Devin White here, and he is a scheme fit. Still only 26 years old. So I'll go ahead and make an offer on him as well. I would love Devin White next to Ernest Jones. That would settle our middle linebacker spot. And then let's see if there's any right outside. So we have Khalil Mack, Perryman. Willie Gay actually wouldn't be the worst feeling in the world. Unfortunately, he's 26. He has 2 offers. I'll go ahead and offer on him. Why not? We definitely could use a guy like Willie Gay on this team. And then we'll see if we can get, so we're up to 5 again. So let's go ahead and see if we can get all 5 to sign or not. Probably won't, but it's worth a shot. And we are going to get Cam Akers, Mecole Hardman, Devin White, Bryce Hall. So yeah, it looks like we got mostly everybody here, which is great. Willie Gay is still considering things, and I think we got him as well. So not a bad free agency class. Or no, he didn't. Did he sign? Oh yeah, he's right there. What am I talking about? So yeah, we got him. And then one last thing I want to look at was, I don't think there was anything else I wanted to look at actually. So we have like Michael Davis. We have Bryce Hall, who we got. We have Christian Fulton. Oh, Jeff Okuda. I actually like the idea of going for a, I was about to say lottery pick, but this isn't the NBA. A high upside pick. I forgot exactly where we went, but I'm pretty sure we went top 10. So we're going to go ahead and try to get Jeffrey Okuda to this team as well. He has yet to find a spot. Actually, I have to wait, but I'll see you guys in draft night. So he should sign. He has no other offers. But we're going to head to draft night with some of the extra draft picks that we got, and then the guys we got in free agency. Of course, we're looking for our quarterback of the future here, so we'll see how high of a pick we have. So we're going to be picking at number 4 in this draft. So we'll just kind of have to see what is available to us at number 4. Of course, a quarterback makes a ton of sense here if there is a top 5 talented quarterback on the board. I know we could, use Stetson Bennett next year, which is what I'll do if we don't have a quarterback here. And okay, we do. So he's only a round 1 projection, though. We have a D tackle, we have a left end, and we have a right end who are top 5 projection. Do we reach on the quarterback, or do we draft a need with Cole Harris on the team? He's got A power move, B tackling, Brandon Starks, and the D tackle wouldn't be the worst idea in the world as well. But we do need a quarterback in the worst way possible, so I think I am going to go ahead and take care of the most important position in football. I don't really know what to expect out of Stetson Bennett, so I'm just going to go Zare Hackett, and he'll be a hit development quarterback, and he'll be the Matthew Stafford replacement. So feeling good about that pick, and now we can go to round 1, pick 14, and just kind of see what's available to us. We literally kind of need a bunch of everything, so there's like no position that's off limits, unless if we just like have more depth or have a lot of depth there, but there's really not a position I can think of that's like that. So yeah, BJ Bradshaw, we need linebackers, wide receivers wouldn't be the worst idea in the world either. But I think we're going to go ahead and take the Notre Dame linebacker, BJ Bradshaw, and hope he'll be really good opposite of Willie Gay. So let's see if this is going to work out for us. He's going to be hit development. So far, first 2 picks we've hit on, which is great. Need that as a team that's rebuilding and trying to go young and all that stuff. So we have an extra first round pick here as well with pick number 26. Let's see what we can get here as Christian McGee goes to the Colts. Let's see what our best option will be here. So we have Dwayne Williams. Okay. Another wide receiver, left tackle. He actually has really good ratings, and we definitely need offensive linemen. So Tony Blackwell could be the Rob Havenstein replacement next year. This is a done deal to me. I'm not even going to think twice, and he is going to be hidden development. So far, every single pick has been hidden development. Absolutely beautiful. We're killing this draft so far. All right, let's go to round 2, pick 4, and let's see what we can get here. We're going to have an extra second round pick at the end. Brad Wall goes to the Patriots, and let's see what we're going to have here. So we are going to have Roman Goodwin. Okay, we do have safeties, but Roman Goodwin's ratings look good when I'm just, looking at him. But we also have Terry Bayless out of Arkansas. His ratings don't look too bad either. You can have him playing opposite of AJ Espinoza. And honestly, I think we're going to do it. We definitely need a left end. Let's see if we can go 4 for 4 here on hidden development players. And let's go, baby. We're killing this draft so far. We're absolutely killing it. Let's go. Okay. Now let's go to this last pick in the second round, and let's see, or not the last, our last pick in the second round, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And I think we have an extra 3rd round pick from the Jalen Ramsey trade. I think we should have it anyway, but let's see if we can go another hidden development player. I highly doubt it, but we're going to give it a shot. So linebacker, we took one earlier. Wide receiver, cornerback. I would not be opposed to taking corner at all. So Sharif Snow or Kyrie Patrick. Sharif Snow looks a little bit better, not by much though. I mean, it's the end of the second round. Or do we go ahead and take a wide receiver? So D catching though does not look promising. Will Halen out of LSU looks a lot better, and obviously LSU does birth some really good wide receivers. Do I draft the wide receiver, or do I just draft the corner? Oh, that's a good question. I'm going to go ahead and draft the wide receiver and hope it works out for me, and maybe the corner falls to me. So Will Halen, we technically have 3 wide receivers who are ready to play, but hey, if this guy's going to be a hidden development wide receiver, and he is, this draft class so far is hitting different, man. That's all I got to say. Okay. And hopefully we get lucky and that corner we're looking at actually falls to us with our early round 3 pick. And then I might just let the assistant GM take care of the rest because we don't have another round 3 after this. So far we've hit on every single pick as far as them being hidden development, and Sharif Snow is still here. So that's who we were looking at. 6'1", or we can go 5'10", but I'm going to go Sharif Snow. I feel like this is where it ends. I don't know if we get a hidden development corner here. It would be beautiful if we did. And no, it's normal development. But you know what? I still feel really good about how that draft went. Let's go take a look at our lineup after free agency and after this draft. We're still going to be really bad. Don't get me wrong. But it's honestly, I feel like a really, really beautiful start to this rebuild of blowing this team up. So this is what we're looking like going into year number 2. Obviously, there's still a lot of work to be done, but this isn't a bad start by any means. We have our new quarterback of the future with Mecole Hardman, Tank Dell, Van Jefferson, and of course, the wide receiver we drafted who was in development. Zare Hackett as the quarterback, Cam Akers. We don't have a tight end yet, which we'll have to figure out later. We have a right tackle of the future. Rob Havenstein moved to right guard. He'll probably be gone after this year. And then on the defense side of the football, things are looking a lot better. Bradshaw. We also got a young middle linebacker behind Devin White, which is great. Josh Johnson, Jermaine Johnson on the Jets, and then Bryce Hall, AJ Espinoza, Brown, Bayless, Jeff Okudah, and then Durant. So we're probably going to be still really bad this year, but as long as we can show some type of progression and we maybe win more than 5 games, I still think that's a really good step in the right direction. So we'll go ahead and see how this year goes. I don't expect to be a playoff team, but I just really want to see guys play well and be competitive. So at the end of the season, things do not go much better than they did last year. We went 3-14, which isn't the worst thing in the world because we can just have another high draft pick and reset again. Hopefully the stats look decent though. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Even if we went 3-14, hopefully our quarterback played well. Hopefully some of the young guys we signed free agency, and then we maybe hit. We'll just see. So let's take a look at player stats, and then hopefully our quarterback, as I said, played well. So offensively, we were 32nd in the NFL. He threw 24 touchdowns. Okay, we'll have to see how many interceptions. And defensively, 23rd. So obviously, we didn't expect to be very good. 24-17. It's not great, but he's a rookie, so it's fine. Cam Akers, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, so still pretty solid there. Van Jefferson had himself a amazing year. He stepped up into that Cooper Kupp role and took off with it. So 14 touchdowns, 1,400 yards from Mr. Van Jefferson. On the defense side of the football, as far as sacks are concerned, with no Aaron Donald, sacks obviously went down. But Bayless, our draft pick, came in and had 6, and then so did Bradshaw. Interceptions, 1 from Devin White, 1 from Makuta, 1 from Bryce Hall, and 1 from Kobe Durant. So let's go ahead, get into the re-signing stage, and let's keep turning forward with this rebuild and youth movement. The re-signing stage is going to start with accepting Lewis Cine's 5th-year option, and then Ernest Jones at 25, 79 overall, hit our star development middle linebacker. We're definitely going to bring him back, keep him and Devin White together. So I'll have him come back. And then Mr. Van Jefferson, he decided to go off this year, so I think we do go ahead and re-sign him as well. Unless he wants to go somewhere else, that's totally fine. I mean, he's 29, so it wouldn't hurt me, but he's going to come back. So Van Jefferson's back. Tutu Atwell, I'm not worried about. And then Havestein, I think I can move on from. So yeah, we're good there. And then I wonder if Stafford's still under contract and if there's an out on his contract. So if we can cut him, I'm doing it easily. He has like multiple years left, but if there's an out on his contract, I think we take it and we run with it. Or if he retired, then there you have that too. So we free up 13 million. I think that's a no-brainer. We're going to do it. Stafford, appreciate you for your Super Bowl victory here, but I did not mean to edit player. And I'm not going to restructure your contract either, man. I did that in the last video with Russell Wilson. Made a big mistake by doing that. So I'm sorry, but you're going to have to be released. And then after I do this, we can head to free agency. They need a quick button to release, guys, by the way. But yeah, let's release Mr. Stafford. And I will see you guys in free agency with some more signings. We have 4 offers here in free agency. Once again, this free agency class isn't all that great. We're going for Njoku, Jedrick Willis, Cody Whitehair, and Milton Williams. Again, it's not all that great, so we're just gonna have to hope. So we got Jedrick Willis, but Njoku, we have some competition on. I mean, if I don't get Njoku, it's not really gonna hurt my feelings all that much because he's still 29. I just need someone here, and I'll up my offer on Njoku, but we should have a high draft pick again. So I'm not too concerned, but let's see if Njoku changes his mind. Maybe we go up a little bit. So I would love to have him, though, as a weapon for my young quarterback, but he's still going to consider all offers. And if we can get Cody Whitehair and Njoku, that would be great. We do get both, all 4 who we offered on. So let's take a look at our lineup now before we head into draft night, because I'm pretty sure we pretty much have a good player at every position now. And then the one position I would love to hit on defense is the D tackle spot. And on offense, I think it's wide receiver. Although Van Jefferson had such a good year, I would love to just kind of, and then right guard as well. Right guards are kind of important. Actually, we're going to move Jedrick Willis to right guard, my bad. Or Blackwell, I think, to right guard. So that'll work out there. So offensive line should be filled out. We have to hope for a better year 2 out of Hackett, or, just kind of progression. We do have some wide receivers, but nobody that's like, a number 1, right? So that we don't really have that yet, even though Van Jefferson kind of did that last year. Corner also is big. And if you guys didn't, or actually you guys didn't know this because I'm showing this for the first time, Bayless went up to Superstar X Factor. So he was amazing right away. And then I would love a right end as well. That would be cool. So linebacker core, though, was looking really good. Bradshaw came in. Devin White's up to Superstar. And Willie Gay went up as well. So we have some good corners, but we don't have a number 1 per se. I'm not trying to make a trade for one either, so we're just going to head to draft night, and, we'll see what kind of is there on the board. We're not going to force things. We don't need a quarterback this year, so we should still have a high draft pick on whether it's going for a right end, a corner, a wide receiver. We could probably go a bunch of different ways with this draft pick, and if none of those positions are at the top of the board, we could also trade down. That's always an option as well, but I don't know how many extra. I don't think we're going to have any extra picks in this draft, but we'll see. So if we take a look, let me see at all the picks that we have in this draft. I could also go out and try to trade for the positions I need, but I think I'm feeling good about just doing everything organically today. So let's see what we need. So taking a look at our draft pick situation, we have second overall. Okay, so yeah, we don't have any extra picks other than an extra 6, but don't really care about that. So we're going to get a top 5 talent guaranteed. I'm just hoping it's one of those positions we need, whether it's a end, a D tackle, corner, or even a wide receiver. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to that either. But let's see how it's going to look. So it looks like Austin Borden is the #1 ranked player in this draft, if I saw that correctly. Are the Bears going to take him? Let's see. They are going to take Justin Springs. So they take a left tackle. I feel like my offensive line is in a good spot that I'm not worried about offensive line too much. So let's see what else we have available to us. So Austin Borden is the top talent. We have Cameron Mason. I think Cameron Mason's the pick here. I'm looking at him, or Stephen Barden would be great as well. But I think Cameron Mason's the pick. His ratings look actually phenomenal, and we need a corner. We need like a #1 corner. So yeah, his ratings look great across the board. I think this is a no-brainer pick. Hidden development, man-to-man. Should be really good right away, hopefully, for us. We needed a good corner, and I'm feeling really good about that selection. So hopefully he comes in and makes an immediate impact on the defense. And then in round 2, pick number 2, we got Randy Stuckey going off the board. Let's see if we have like a good wide receiver available, but we might not have that here. So we have a D tackle and Dante Gaines, or we could go strong safety, but I think Dante Gaines makes a ton of sense. His ratings look really good as well. So we're going to bring in Dante Gaines and not even think twice about this selection. He's only going to be normal development, but it's fine. It was still something we needed. So maybe this draft won't be as good as last year's, but I have a feeling that the guy we drafted with round 1 could be a superstar X Factor. I don't know, I have a gut feeling about that because those ratings looked phenomenal. Okay, but round 3, we got Njoku. So I could draft a young tight end here as well, but let's just see. So we have Eric Belton. We have, actually, Eric Belton might be a good pick, although his ratings don't look that promising. Rashard Reddick, his look a little bit better. Justin Weldon. We could go wide receiver, but he's got F catching. I always find it funny when a wide receiver has F catching. How are you playing wide receiver then? But I'm going to go Justin Weldon. I don't know how good he is, only normal development. So maybe this draft wasn't as good as last year's, but it's all good. I still feel good about what we brought in. And that corner also being brought to the team should make a big difference. I'd like to think anyway. The lineup going into year number 3 is looking like this. Offensive line has been completely reinvented. It looks pretty solid. We only have one normal development player, which is great. Njoku as the tight end. And it looks like we also drafted a young tight end, which is great. Van Jefferson, Halen, and then Tank Dell, McCole Hardman, Cam Akers, Zara Hackett. On the defense side of football, the defense, Cameron Mason. I knew he was going to be a stud pick, and he's an 83 overall as a rookie. And, of course, we hit on a really good pick last year. So, as long as Mason is going to be a superstar X Factor like I think he's going to be, I think we're going to be in a good spot. Now, the defensive scheme has gone down. So, I want to see if I change the scheme, if that's going to change anything this year. So, we can go up to a 78%. Or, yeah, I think we do that. And then on the defense side of football, I kind of want to keep it as a 3-4 still. And, yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and leave it at base 3-4 as well. So, let's go ahead, simulate year number 3. There is a chance we're a playoff team, but I'm not really going to predict it. We'll just kind of see what happens. That's kind of where I'm at. I think there is a chance we are, but I don't know if I would bet on it, basically. At the end of this 3rd season, we actually end up going 9-8 on the season. So that's progression that we were looking for, which is amazing to see. Up to an 83 overall, and we're going to get some valuable playoff experience. Now, Van Jefferson is still an absolute dog so far. Offense was 15th in the NFL, which is great. And on the defense side of the football, we were 2nd in the NFL. Let's go. Defense is stepping up big time. 26-10 from Zara Hackett. Really solid year. But 13 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. And I saw Van Jefferson out there. 12 touchdowns, 1,400 yards. Absolutely killing it since we traded away Cooper Kupp. So who needs a #1 wide receiver when you have Van Jefferson? As far as defense is concerned, this was the 2nd ranked defense, or whatever it was, I forgot already. 6.5 sacks, 6, and then 4, and then 3.5. And then hopefully our rookie corner, he got 2 interceptions. Is he superstar X Factor like I think he was going to be? He's only superstar, but that's okay. Superstar is still really good. Up to an 87 overall already. We needed a #1 corner, and we found it with our top pick, which is phenomenal. We needed to hit that, and we did. So let's go ahead, though, jump into our playoff game. I believe we're playing the Seahawks, if I'm not mistaken. So our division rival. Let's see if we can take them down and move on to divisional weekend. There's like probably no one giving us a chance right now, but let's see what happens. So heading to Lumen Field, one of the most beautiful fields in the NFL, in my opinion. Just love the structure of the stadium. But let's go ahead and see what happens in this game. We are going to go down 7-0. So not a great start, but it's not looking good. 10-0. We need a touchdown to make things interesting, and we are going to get it there. 7-10. Van Jefferson, I need you to be Cooper Kupp. And 7-17. If we could score here to make it interesting, but it's not looking that great. Okay, it's 14-24. If we score here, makes things really interesting. Okay, it's 21-24. First and 10. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. I could come out here and potentially punch our ticket to the second round here by getting a drive going. So we're going to go ahead and do just that, hopefully. So Cam Akers is going to go ahead and run us to a first down, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It looks like he hasn't been running the ball all that bad, so we've only given him 10 rushes, which is pretty disappointing, but I'm here to change that. If we're going to run the ball that successfully, we might start running a little bit more. So we're going to go ahead and use that same exact play, I believe. So we're going to run it to the left side. Nice block. Cam Akers. Oh my goodness. What a stud run by Cam Akers. Let's keep this going, man. Running the ball is working very well right now. We're going to go halfback dive. We're just going to do a simple halfback dive. The left side, I don't know what those those corners are doing, but right now we are just having so much success running the ball. Oh, there's a penalty? No way we're putting holding after that. Wow, I didn't even see it. Tank Dell, thank you for holding. That really sucks. Okay. Let's try slip screening them. Now, this is going to go to Moody, so I don't really know what to... do we just run it? Let's just run it. Let's just run the ball. Let's give it to Tank. Let's give it to Moody, not Tank Moody. Sorry. Give me a block. It's not that fast. Oh, he breaks the tackle, though. Okay, so we're still above the sticks a little bit. 2nd and 7. He also has 8 rushes, so it looks like we've kind of been, splitting it with 2 backs. This is 4-down territory, and we're just going to keep it on the ground. The blocks have been there, and again, we pancake someone. First down with Moody, so he's running the ball very well right now for us, so let's go ahead and just keep doing it. We got all 3 timeouts. No need to put this ball in the air. He gives me a block, and we are going... Dude, we are just running it right down their throats, and I'm not going to stop. I actually might change it up here. Watch me throw an interception because I started throwing it, but let's see. All right. Do I have RB for touchdown? I might. Moody is going to... Okay, it's fine. We get... Yeah, that was kind of forced. I shouldn't have done that. But we're going to run for this first down really quick, or we could gamble in... We'll see what I like. We'll look at it. So I'm just going to run with Cam Akers. I'm not going to overthink this. Let's just get our first down. Blocks have been there, and they're going to be there again. So we get the first down. Let's call our first timeout, and now I feel like we need to start throwing it. So, all right. All we need to do is punch this in. It's not that hard, right? So we are going to go to one of my favorite plays. Tight end attack always seems to open up for me. I actually don't even know how fast our quarterback is. I don't know if he's mobile at all, but that's probably a problem. I should probably know that. But Njoku is going to be wide open. Now, I shouldn't have secured caught it, but I panicked, I guess. I don't know why I did a secure catch. That would have been a touchdown if I just... Whatever. You know what? If I don't get a touchdown, you guys can all clown me for what I just did there. But Cam Akers... Wow, we didn't get in? I thought for sure that was like a touchdown. Okay, let's not overthink this. Let's just do what is the most best thing you can possibly do. And that is going to be run and QB run and just sneak this ball across the line for a touchdown. It's that simple. We're literally on like the half-yard line. So hopefully we can just do that. And no, we cannot. I guess we can't. Okay. Well, let's try fullback diving it instead. Are we really about to get goal line? Thank you. I was about to say, bro, if we would have got goal line stand there after I did a possession catch from Njoku, I would have felt a little embarrassed. But hey, we won, and that's all that matters. Let's head to divisional weekend. And now it's time for divisional weekend against the the New York Giants. It's at MetLife. They're not the MetLife Giants. But the New York Giants, we're in MetLife. Let's see if we can come out here. We get a stop recovered by Lewis Cine, and we do not do anything with it. But at least we got the stop, and they're going to go up 7-0. Can we tie it up? No, we get a field goal. Instead, we get an interception from Lewis Cine. So far, Lewis Cine is making an impact in this game, making his name be known. We're down 4, and we are going to get a field goal. Okay. Really good interception this time from, I don't know who that was. I missed it. But it's 16-21. 2 minutes left in the clock. All we need to do is score a touchdown. We take the lead, and we're moving on. So that's simple, right? Van Jefferson has been an absolute dog. I want to be able to try to hit him here. Now, he's going to be underneath. So I thought he might be on the outside, but it's all good. Maybe with Cole Hardman. We're just going to go Van Jefferson, though. He's been an absolute stud for us. Let's go ahead and just feed Mr. Van Jefferson. I want to be able to hit him for a deep touchdown if possible. But I won't, I'm kind of talking about trying to do it. So I said I wasn't going to force it, but it sounds like I'm going to. I'm going to hit RB, though, for a really nice gain. We're just going to go and secure catch that. That way we don't get hit and fumble or something. So we're going to have that. All right. Inside cross we're going to go to next. I'm going to look for I'm going to throw Miko Hardman a deep route. And if this safety does not stay back there, he does stay back there. Okay. Oh, do I just scramble this? My quarterback's not that fast. Wow, we are very slow. I should not have let that go. I should not have taken contact. That could have been a disaster. All right. We're going to go ahead and just get the first down. And, ooh, they're pressing up, though. They're going to press up. I'm going to see if Mecole Hardman can burn his guy on the outside. Let's see if he does it. I think he's going to be there. Mecole Hardman, catch and run. He is going to get a touchdown. They want to press up. Let's do that. And let's see if we can get a stop on defense. Now, I am a little nervous for this, so let's just jump in. Okay, so they're going to get a 10-yard reception. There's a lot of time left for them on the clock, but defense I trust. 4th and inches. Let's get a stop here. 6-yard rush. All right. Let's cancel. Let's jump in. I think I want to come in and make sure I don't allow something to happen. So this is the first time I've jumped in on defense, I think, in a rebuild video, by the way. So the Giants are going to call a timeout. Do I blitz them is the question. I kind of want to, but at the same time, I'm a little nervous too. I don't think I do. I don't think that's the best idea. That could give up a lot of yards. So let's just go cover 6 and let's see what they do with this. So I'm going to use their Devin White. We're going to try to keep them out of field goal range. They're actually really close at this point. I'm going to hit. Ooh, okay, that's out of bounds. All right, 17 seconds left. I was about to say, man's going deep. Dan Gonzalez is their kicker. Their target is the 40-yard line. It is a rainy day, so that could make a big impact here as well. So hopefully that's going to work out in our favor. So they're not at their target line just yet. They're actually really close to it. They're literally like 5 yards away, a little bit more than that. But let's see if I can get an interception. They're going to try to go underneath to 12. He's going to once again have a terrible ball. I mean, they might already be in field goal range, but so far, Daniel Jones is struggling. So I'm just going to keep the same defense because right now, not really sure what to do, I guess. All right. If they run it, they might gain to the 40, but they're not going to keep. They're going to keep it. All right. Oh, get it. Okay. So 4th and 6, 8 seconds left. They have no timeouts, though. I just realized that. They're done for. They're done for. We're moving on. Wow. What a sell by the Giants. You should have just kicked your field goal. We're moving on to the NFC Championship. Absolutely crazy. And now we head to Texas for the NFC Championship, going up against the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to need to score points. We want any chance at keeping pace with this team, as we are going to respond with a touchdown of our own. That's a great sign that we might be able to score. But we're down 14-7, and we are going to almost tie it up, it looks like. And we get an interception from Ernest Jones. It's 10-14. Technically still in the game, and we are going to score here. 18-21, make it a 3-point game. 18-28, and that might be all she wrote. Can we get the ball back? 21-31. So it looks like we are going to fall short to the Dallas Cowboys, but hey, we can come out here and have some fun still. So we got this team all the way to the NFC Championship, though. That I'm proud of. I'm very proud of that. We have Van Jefferson in press coverage on the outside. The safety is not going to stay back there, so you guys already know where I'm going with this. Give me my Cooper Kupp 2.0, Van Jefferson. Now, we are maybe going to run out of time here. Actually, there's 5 seconds. Okay, so we have a chance at one more play. Let's see if we can get a touchdown to end this video. I'm still pretty proud of how this video turned out regardless. So we're going to go to one of my favorite plays, tight end attack. The tight end always seems to get open. If not, we might hit Mecole Hardman. Let's see if we can get a touchdown to end this video. Or I can maybe scramble this one out. I think I have Njoku for a touchdown, and that is going to be a beauty. Now, unfortunately, the game is over. If the Cowboys wouldn't have kicked that field goal, we maybe had a chance. But yeah, we literally scored a touchdown at the buzzer. So still a fun video regardless. Cowboys are heading to the Super Bowl. Hey, we scored a touchdown. We had the last laugh at the very end. Not really, but still a fun. Actually, let's go for 2. Why not? Let's end this by going for 2. I mean, we could end it off on a good note and just kick our field goal, but why not? Let's go for 2. I'm going to throw Mecole Hardman on a zig route. Zig routes are one of my favorite things in Madden, and he is going to be there. So we are going to get the 2-point conversion. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean anything. We still lose. So thank you guys for watching. As always, still a fun little rebuild. Unfortunately, we did not win a Super Bowl in this one, but hey, we got to the NFC Championship. I don't know why Mecole Hardman is still talking. We literally lost, but this is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.